greatest thrash metal band of all time. So what are we talking, like thrash metal bands, like who would be in that genre?
Metallica, you got...
Metallica thrash? Well, they heavy metal. Okay, so probably not Bad Company.
I mean, would Anthrax be considered thrash metal?
Obviously, does Anthrax count?
I said that Anthrax were thrash metal the other day, and you told me that they weren't.
I was drunk.
Oh, now we're getting into some saucy questions. MOD, SOD, thrash, I don't know, man. Creator is one of the great ones as well. That's a loaded question. They all got something different. See, when thrash started, half the people that like thrash now weren't alive back then, but I mean, when it came to Testament, Slayer, Anthrax, Exodus, Creator, I mean, these were all very different flavors of music, you know, like the stuff that MOD did evolved into more hardcore, stuff like that. I mean, Creator is still doing the same thing they were back then, and they're crushing it, you know. But I like the heavier stuff, so Creator probably more so than the Anthrax and the Testament, but you know, and Slayer, I mean, that's a given. Everyone likes Slayer.
I think, obviously, like, Slayer.
Slayer is great.
Slayer, yeah.
Also, are those German Destruction? They're fucking great. They're killer.
I don't think I'm good. Testament also.
Yeah. Yeah, but Slayer probably, since we're listening to Slayer.
Yeah, Slayer.
Yeah.
Slayer. 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 Slayer.
Slayer!
There we go.
Metallica when they did thrash, for me. Favourite band probably ever, so their old stuff when they were like thrashy, I still think they did it a bit more like interesting to me. The first couple of CDs when they did the like, I don't know, even in like Master of Puppets, the whole middle eight and stuff is like, it's a super like intense song and then you've got this like insane bit of music in the middle, so it's like, yeah.
I'm not a big thrash guy. I'm not. The record I go to is the Black Album. So I understand if I get into like a debate with like a Metallica fan, obviously those like Master of Puppets, Ride the Lightning, I get it, I understand it. But when I put on Metallica, I put on the Black Album every time.
I'd say Anthrax would probably be my favorite. I know that's like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a deep, like thrashier band than that. I mean, lately we've been listening to this band called Get the Shot. It's more like thrashy breakdown. So currently that's my favorite, but all time I'd probably say Anthrax. Like,
I don't know, man. I got into this so late in life because I was stuck listening to Christian pop punk for half of my adolescence.
so Switchfoot is your favorite.
Yes. If this was a Christian pop punk conversation, I'd know everything.
You could rewrite that. You could switch it. You could, yeah. Christian thrash metal.
Yeah.
I don't even think that's a genre, but.
Extol. You guys ever hear Extol?
No. Who is it?
Christian thrash black metal.
That's sick.
Extol.
So Christ metal. What is that?
Christ metal.
That's sick.
They're awesome.
That's amazing. What is it called again? Extol?
Extol.
All right, I'm checking it out.
Sick.
I need a little more Jesus in my life, so.
It's too late for you.
It's too late for me. Too far gone, man.
I had a couple friends, well, as far as thrash metal goes, that were introducing me. Really, it was to early Metallica. And so, you know, before the Black Album and all of that. So that was kind of my intro to it. Obviously, does Anthrax count?
Anthrax, yeah.
Anthrax.
It's hard to tell that's such a interesting subgenre of metal.
What about GWAR?
Oh yeah, there we go. Does that count? I don't know.
I don't know. GWAR is their own thing. I don't know.
Thrash wasn't quite as high up on our like the things that we grew up on, but I think that the bands that are in that genre, we would say, yeah, of course, like, you know, mad respect and mad influence.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let's see. There was Anthrax we listened to growing up, and then early Metallica. Obviously, there was Megadeth and all of that. But yeah, it's like, you know, anything fast and shreddy.
Yeah. Slayer count?
Slayer, oh yeah.
Slayer.
Oh, they're the kings of that.
Yeah.
Kings
you know, like that was another golden era of metal. Like those four pillar bands. You know, like Metallica. They did the tour together. Metallica, Anthrax, Megadeth, and Slayer. Right? Yeah. Amazing tour.
Nobody could hear after that concert.
Yeah.
I more so am into whatever Metallica did when they were a thrash band. You know, I'd be a big fat phony if I had said I knew a lot of other bands other than like when the big four bands were in that period of making music before they all got a little more groovy. You know?
I mean, Slayer's obviously a staple. I feel like, you know who Power Trip is? Yeah, I love Power Trip, and I feel like they have a lot of thrash influence. I love that band a lot, so I think they might be my favorite, if you want to consider that thrash as well.
Diamond Head. Diamond Head. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Diamond I don't know. Yeah. No, not Venom. Venom. Yeah. Is that thrash though? Is that technically? I think early thrash. I get scared because there's so many subgenres. I don't want to make a mistake. Exactly. Like I'm like, well, is it legal to say? Yeah. No, I think that's good. Yeah. Diamond Head. Yeah, Diamond Head.
The Megadeth count as thrash? They were really good live. Megadeth were like one of my favorites because basically I rip off a lot of Dave Mustaine's like kind of styles. Well, not rip off, I'm inspired by it. When we're writing or Milky wants to do something that's a bit more like electronic-y, like Europop, forward to the floor, the first thing with like something simple, like a simple bed to build over, is my head always goes to like, what would Dave do? Because I find his riffs really bounce around. It's like, you know, the way if you watch like an old live video, because I weren't there for it, of like Randy Rhoads' right hand, I always wish it was Randy Rhoads' right hand and like Mustaine's left hand, you know, there's something. I'm gonna go with Megadeth. I think they're really, really simple, really fun. I think it oozes character. I very much agree with what do you mean I hurt your feelings? You didn't fucking have any feelings. I want to do a fucking Megadeth cover tape, to be honest. Can we do that?
Deal. Anything else spreading the disease by Anthrax? I'm gonna go for that.
Megadeth. Yeah. For me, it's Megadeth.
I mean, it's the same, but...
I'm not well versed enough in thrash metal to give you a legitimate answer, yeah.
I've been having second thoughts from, like, I saw Exodus live in Europe, and I was like, damn, that was too fucking good. So, I mean, it's Megadeth for me as well, but Exodus is like close. It's on the same platform, so I'll say Exodus, because we've got a Megadeth already. He's also, it's the same, Megadeth.
No, it's Slayer for him.
I definitely appreciate Megadeth's like themes though. Like that's like whatever I've understood, like, you know, whatever I've heard from them. Like the themes and the fact that they choose to talk about the things they do, I really appreciate that about them.
Greatest thrash metal band. Another difficult question. Exodus, maybe.
Greatest thrash metal band of all time. I mean, fuck, dude. Metallica. I can't. I have Metallica tattooed on my hand. I can't think of the word thrash without thinking of Metallica. I think of other bands too, but I mean, they just did it. I mean, did they end up being thrash the entire time? No, but they wrote the book on it, man. They helped write the freaking book, most of the chapters.
Metallica. Should we do a second favorite thrash metal band? I mean, Metallica is just, you know, a close second would be Megadeth, maybe.
Yeah, I'd go with that one. Metallica's just in a league of their own anyway, so.
That's why, I hate, you know, you don't want to say it because it's like, yeah, but Metallica.
So I'm going with Megadeth, just because it's like it's understood. It's understood.
Well, I tell you what, maybe not, you know, a very new coming band. We Native Hell, they're thrash grass. So they're a mix between thrash and bluegrass.
And I guess my one is Desecrator from Australia.
There you go.
I go with Slayer. I mean, Metallica's classic, but are they still 100% thrash? Slayer's always Slayer. I'll say Slayer.
I'm gonna say something bold. I'm gonna say Power Trip.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I say Slayer as well.
Slayer! Fuck yeah.